Cardinal. We will begin shortly, starting with student athlete Ashten Prechtel, followed by head coach Tara Vanderveer. We are now joined by Ashten Prechtel, and your first question is coming from Jason. Jason, please unmute yourself and state your name and affiliation.
Hey, Ashten, congrats on the win. You know, you came off the bench and you provided a huge spark for your team and kind of changed the energy of the game. What was your mindset coming into the game tonight, and just how special is this moment for you to advance to the Final Four with this group of women?
It's so special, and I mean, coming out of halftime in the locker room, we just wanted to start competing. We had a rough first half, and so like as a team, our mindset was just to compete in the second half and you know, to come out to play.
Next question is from Anne. Anne, please unmute yourself and state your name and affiliation.
Hi, Ashten. Ann Killian with the San Francisco Chronicle. What did you guys say to each other at halftime? And did you guys have to talk to Key at all? I mean, she looked like she was really pressing in that first half, and then she seemed like a different player in the second half.
I mean, we just told Key to keep shooting, and that's what she did. And, yeah, coming out of the second half, we were like, we're going to play like we're down 20, and we're going to come out of this game, and we're going to be happy with how we played in the second half, regardless of the outcome.
Next question is from Daniel. Daniel, please unmute yourself and state your name and affiliation.
Hi, Ashten. It's Daniel Martinez-Krams from the Stanford Daily. Coach always talks about there being a conductor in Kiana and a soloist. How fun was it to be the soloist tonight?
I mean, it felt good, you know, to come out in the second half and, you know, to play well. So, I mean, the win, it was just great to get the win tonight, and, you know, that's all I could ask for.
And then with Kiana really stepping up in the second half, how important is it to have her being consistent?
I mean, Kiana's a huge part to our team, and she's a huge leader and someone that we all look up to. And so she's someone that, like, we always trust to play well. When she's not playing well, we trust her to, like, get back to it. And that's what she did tonight. And, you know, we kept faith in her, and, you know, she came out. She was ready in the second half.
Next question is from Lindsay. Lindsay, please unmute yourself and state your name and affiliation.
Hey, Ashten, Lindsay Schnell from USA Today. Congratulations. Tara, we know, is always so steady. She doesn't panic. I'm sure she didn't rip into you guys at halftime or anything. But can you tell us what did happen in the locker room when she came in? And did she just remind you guys of how good you are and how deep you are and tell you to calm down, basically?
I mean, I'd say she ripped into us a little bit. I mean, our defense wasn't great. They were hitting from threes, so she basically, the message coming out of halftime was that we needed to compete in the second half if we wanted to be in this game. And I mean, I think we took that to heart.
Next question is from Elliot. Elliot, please unmute yourself and state your name and affiliation.
Hi, Elliot Allman, San Jose Mercury News. Ashten, you had a chance to get a good look on the bench, what was going on and what Louisville was doing to be effective in that first half. What did you see, like, hey, if I'm a big, but if I get outside, they're not going to think about guarding me in those threes?
I mean, I don't know if I was knew whether or not they were going to guard me yet. Most teams guard me differently from the rest of our posts, but I just knew if I was open, I was going to take those shots, and you know, I was just going to try and play, you know, do my best.
Next question is from Cheryl. Cheryl, please unmute yourself and state your name and affiliation.
Cheryl Coward from Hoop Feed. You had 16 points in the second half. Of course, you didn't play in the first half. Could you feel the momentum change in the shots that you were making, the 7 points in the third, and especially with that 3-point shot to start the fourth quarter. Could you feel the team feeding off of you?
For sure. And I mean, I don't think it was just me. I think that we all started playing better. We were hitting shots. We were getting stops on defense. And I think collectively, like, we did start to feel that momentum. And then we just, we tried to keep it going. And I think we were able to do that throughout the third and fourth quarters.
Next question is from Michael. Michael, please unmute yourself and state your name and affiliation.
Okay, Michael Robertson, African-American athlete. So this may go down as one of the biggest moments in Stanford history. So while this was going on and everything was changing momentum-wise, what were you feeling, and did you realize how big of a moment this was?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a huge deal to be able to go into the Final Four, and so, like, playing in this game when we were down at 12 at halftime, I hadn't thought about that it could be our last game before, and, like, that's when I started to think about it, and I didn't want that, and we don't want that. We want to stay here for the long haul, and yeah, I mean, that I think just pushed us, and that thought, like, that we didn't want to go home, that we wanted to stay here in San Antonio was a big factor for us.
Next question is from Steve. Steve, please unmute yourself and state your name and affiliation. I'll come back to you, Steve. Let's go with Michelle. Michelle, please unmute yourself.
Ashten, Michelle Smith from Pac12.com. How tough was it to sit in that first half and watch what was going down? Were you starting to get nervous?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was tough to not play in the first half, and I was nervous. Like I said earlier, we didn't want to go home, and so coming out of halftime, there was urgency definitely to how we were going to play, and yeah.
Thank you.